So you're thinking about moving to Weston Florida? In this video, we are going to go through the pros and cons of living in Weston Florida. It is very, very important always to know the good and the bad before making a decision. So we're going to go through the 5 main pros and the 5 main cons of living in Weston Florida. So let's begin. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything about living in South Florida, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first one to know about the current market in South Florida. My name is Carlos Contento with Discover Living in South Florida. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to South Florida, and we love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below so we can help you make a smooth move to South Florida. Okay, first pro of Weston Florida is going to be schools. So Weston Florida is known in the state for having one of the best public school systems. And according to niche.com and greatschools.org, schools in Weston range A to A plus and 8 to 10 in the scale of greatschools.com. And that is for all the schools, not only elementary or middle, but all of them, elementary, middle, and high school. They all have great ratings. So many people consider moving to Weston to put their kids in the public school system. There are very good schools, plenty of schools, 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. There is also a charter school that goes from kindergarten to 8th grade. And there are also private schools that are pretty good. So like the whole city has a very robust, very good education system. Second pro of living in Weston is a family-oriented community. So Weston was established in 1996 as a city, and it was developed from 1996 to 2006, and it was built around the concept of families. So 90% of properties in Weston are single-family homes. Most of the communities are, for example, are gated. Most of the communities, they have great amenities like clubhouses and pools and many recreational sites in the communities. Weston also has parks and green spaces, green areas all around the city, sidewalks all around the cities. So people can jog, do bicycling, and gather in the parks and gather in like the downtown of Weston, that is the Weston Town Center, where families gather together in the nights or in the weekends, and they interact. Families interact. So it is very important here in Weston, the sense of community, and to be a family-oriented community. That is why Weston is like private. There are no malls or like shopping malls inside Weston. There is no Costco, Walmart, or any big like corporation or grocery store in Weston, because the sense that they wanted to give to the city was to be like a private community and family-oriented. So that is one of the pros of the city. Third pro of the city of Weston is going to be the weather. Now, weather in South Florida, and especially during the winter times or the winter season from November through April, is pretty nice. The time of this video, we are in the beginning of February, and the temperature is around 65 to 70 degrees outside. So people can enjoy going outdoor. There are many people that go to the beach also this time of year, and especially kids can enjoy outdoor activities and sports. Of course, it gets hot, very hot in the summer months, July, August, but it's bearable. And this time of year, from November to April, humidity is low, and there's plenty of things to do outdoors and enjoy the weather. And also, it doesn't rain as much, so most of are sunny and you can enjoy outside in the parks and doing activities, sports, everything outside. Pro number 4 of Western Florida is going to be parks and recreation activities. So the city, it has 15 parks all around it, and mainly like the 4 major parks is Western Regional Park, Tequesta Park, Vista View Park, and the Markham Park. So the Western Regional Park, there are many leagues in this park. As you can find soccer leagues, you can find a baseball league, basketball league. They have pickleball courts. They have even skate hockey, and they have a YMCA inside the park where, of course, you can become a member, and it has a pool and it has plenty of activities inside the YMCA. The other park is the Tequesta Park. It's very similar to Western Regional Park, a little smaller, but it also has leagues. It has like a running ring. Also, it has sports like lacrosse league, baseball league, and plenty of things also. Then we have the Vista View Park. It's a little outside Western, just crossing I-75. Nice thing about the park is that it has a little hill. And as you know, well, Florida is pretty flat. So people, they like to go and hike the hill or jog up and down the hill. And it also has plenty of green space to do, well, many sports, to ride bicycles. And then we have like the biggest one is Markham Park. It's just southwest in the north. And this park is huge. This park has like everything. It has bicycle trails. It has a dog park. It has like a little airport planes. It has a lake for small boats and jet skis. It also has a target range. So it has plenty of activities. It is a huge park. The other thing important about all the parks in Western, they have shelters for rent. So you can rent a shelter to do a gathering or a party or something similar. And every park, in every park, you can rent, pay a small fee for that. And you can enjoy the day. You can make a barbecue. All the parks have plenty of barbecues all around them. So it's pretty nice. So pro number 5 is going to be quality of life. So because of all the pros that we just covered, Weston gives pretty good quality of life to its residents. They have good schools, they have good recreational activities, they have parks. It has also, as being a master plan community, like everything is taken care of. A lot of green space. You can see that everything is very nice, that everything is beautiful. Like every plant and every tree is perfectly trimmed. It is very nice in that matter. It also has restaurants. Everything's like near grocery stores. And of course, not having like major shopping centers or malls or major stores like Walmart, Costco, and all of these stores, it makes Western a little bit more private. So that was like the original idea of when the city was built. And that gives, of course, well, a good quality of life to its residents. So that pros of Western Florida, and now we are going to cover the 5 major cons. So after going through the 5 pros in Western Florida, now we are going to talk about the not so good. So we are going to talk about the 5 main cons in Western Florida. And in con number 1 is cost of living. It has become expensive to live in Western, and especially in South Florida. Prices of real estate and groceries and in overall, like the cost of living has been going up month after month. So according to bestplaces.net, Western Florida gets a best places cost of living score of 110.5, which means the total cost of housing, food, childcare, transportation, healthcare, taxes, and other necessities is 10.5% higher than the US average and 7.2% lower than the average for Florida. So we have to take in consideration, well, the cost of living, of course, groceries and childcare, transportation, like all of this, plus, of course, real estate taxes, home owners insurance have been going up a lot. So that is one thing that you have to take into consideration if you want to move to Weston Florida, because most of the houses were built in between 96 and 2005. So this is the time where insurance companies are mostly at roofs. So there has been a massive roof replacement in many properties in Weston. But if you're gonna move, please consider the options that you are looking for to have a renovated roof, a recently renovated roof, or maybe, I don't know, 2018, 2019, and that will help you with the insurance costs. So be aware of that. Okay, con number 2 is gonna be bugs and wildlife. So if you're gonna live here in Florida, you are going to see some wildlife and some bugs and some things that you haven't seen before in your life. So especially Weston is located near the Everglades. We are like the last city before the Everglades National Park. So there's a lot of wildlife around the Weston. So you're gonna have alligators, we're gonna have snakes, we are going to have coyotes, we're going to have deer, kinds of birds that probably you haven't seen in your life, and bugs, a lot of bugs, especially during the summer season. There are also iguanas and lizards and many wildlife that you have to be aware that is in the surroundings, because we have like taking part of this wildlife ecosystem to build Weston. So we are like in the middle of it now. I've been living in Weston for 17 years now, and well, I have seen maybe, I don't know, 2-3 alligators in my life. Well, they're not threat if you don't go like near them. You can call animal control for the alligators or for any other wildlife around, and they come pretty fast and take care of the animals. But you have to be aware of whole new world and whole new wildlife ecosystem that it has its place here in South Florida. Okay, so con number 3 is gonna be again weather. We put it in the pros list because from November to April, weather is very nice, very comfortable, humidity is low, and you can do a lot of things outdoors. But from May to October, it really gets hot and humid. So the thing with humidity is that the sensation that you feel is greater than if you don't have humidity. So temperatures go around 90, 91 degrees, like in the middle of from July to August. Those are the hottest months. But the sensation can go over 100 because of the humidity. So it's very important to notice this. You get used to it. Maybe after a couple of summers, maybe 2-3 summers, you get used to it, and well, everything has air conditioning. But when you go outside, when you go inside your car, oh my God, sometimes it's really suffocating. But the overall experience is nice. You can, I don't know, wear shorts, t-shirts, bearable, and it's nice. So for me, like I'm now used to the harsh weather, but it's something that you have to consider because here in South Florida, and well, mainly in whole Florida, it gets hot. And Weston is located in the west part. It's not near the ocean, so you don't have the breeze. You don't have maybe something that cools off the temperature. And because it's near the Everglades, humidity tends to be very high. Now, the other thing that you have to consider during the summer and the hot season is hurricane season. It starts on June 1st and it ends on the 30th of November. And well, you have to be aware of the storms. You have to be looking for the for the weather channel. You have to be prepared. Like I told you, I've been here 17 years in South Florida, and maybe I have gone through maybe 2 or 3 tropical storms. But that's it. I have never experienced a hurricane here in South Florida, so it's not something that is like very common, you know. But you have to be prepared. You have to be aware of a shelter or evacuation route. You have to have some supplies in your home, and well. Just be aware of the news and the weather, and a hurricane is coming. But overall, well, that's it for the weather. Okay, con number 4 is gonna be the lack of entertainment and nightlife in Weston. As I said before in the pros, Weston is a very family-oriented community. There's a lot of restaurants. It's not that there's not like nightlife in Weston, but it's mainly restaurants, mainly places where you can go and eat, or you can gather with some friends and maybe drink something. But if you want to go party, and if you want to go to a place that you can, I don't know, dance or something like that, well, Weston doesn't have like those kind of options. You will have to get outside of Weston, maybe to Fort Lauderdale or even Miami, to go these places. So yeah, there's a lack of, especially for adults. There's a lack of entertainment places and nightlife in Weston. You will have to go outside of Weston if you want to have maybe a night out. Now we've come to the last con on Weston, number 5, and that is that Weston is located west of Fort Lauderdale, west like of everything. So many people consider that Weston is far away from everything. And of course, commuting times from Weston to mostly everywhere, it's going to take around 20 to 30 minutes to get to the airport, to get to the beach, to get, well, it's going to be 15 minutes to get to shopping mall. If you're going to go to Costco or Walmart, it's going to take about 15 minutes. So everything is between 15 and 30 minutes a distance from Weston. Now, if you work from home, that'll be great, because you have many things to do in Weston, especially recreation activities. But if you work outside of Weston, for example, in Fort Lauderdale, or even there's some people that work down in Miami, well, with traffic and everything, it's going to take you about an hour and 20 minutes to get over there, and then right back at the end of the day. So commuting time is pretty harsh. Even if you have to go, well, maybe to the airport or to the beach. Good thing is that is a very private community, and that is well, it's very private.